We are in the lovely village of BRIDPORT at the moment, which is my hometown. Our first stop is Granite Point. It's pretty wild and windy today. This is another favourite swimming spot of mine in my youth. It's called Mermaid's Pool, but the tide had better be in or there is no water. We are going to Bamboogle for lunch. When I was young, my grandfather encouraged them to grow vegetables in Bamboogle. Many of the family worked there. Now it is an acclaimed worldwide golf course. This is the cut made from the Brid River to water the vegetables at Bamboogle, much to the detriment of the river flow, which was the livelihood for the fishing fleet whose boats needed access for loading at the wharf. This is where the main problem is. It's at the bar. The bar is now not deep enough for the boats to cross except at the very highest of the tides. It's a 4K drive from the main road to the Lost Farm, and it's a lovely drive. It's all through natural bushland. However, the Lost Farm is a lovely place to have lunch, and it's fascinating watching the golfers chase their balls in this very, very rugged terrain. This time we stayed in the backpackers in a family unit, which was excellent. This is the boarding house my grandfather built for my grandmother, and that is how it is now. Some of our family photos are featured on the pub wall, telling the history of this incredible family. This is one of the houses where Gran and Grandad lived with their 13 children. I spent most of my holidays on the veranda there. This is the house where I was born. My father built it. Gran had 18 children, 2 of which died early. The rest lived full, successful, fruitful lives. Many of the descendants still run businesses in BRIDPORT. With our Italian heritage, most of the family brewed beer and wine. Grandad and his boys, my uncles, were always building houses and shops and trawlers. Fishing was a way of life, out for a week in Bass Strait. My grandfather brewed beer and wine in a shed behind the boarding house. My cousin Tom, at barely 11 years old, used to race home from school and open the bar. The boarding house was the only place you could get a drink for miles. When I was about 10, I was allowed to go fishing with Uncle Eli as his deckhand. Just magic memories. Returning home after a week at sea, Mum complained that I smelt like a fish. No bathroom available on the trawlers in those days. This is 1943. BRIDPORT, from being a tiny fishing village, has become a very popular seaside resort.